Hi foodies, welcome back. Today I'm making some rice and peas. Yes, I know it's rice and red kidney beans, but we call it rice and peas in Jamaica. And we're going to be doing the 1 inch above method. So this just helps you as far as determining how much liquid to put in the pot, even if you don't measure using a measuring cup. So let's go. So this is 5 cups of water, about a cup of dry red kidney beans, and about 2 cloves of garlic. This was soaked for about 8 hours, and that will just speed up the cooking. You can do it on the stove or pressure cook it, which I did. After pressure cooking, it looks like this, and it's about 4 cups of liquid left in this container here, about 4 cups. Then what I do is I transfer it to a pot on the stove, and then I'm gonna add a cup of coconut milk. You can use more coconut milk if you want and use less water, right? I add some onions. Then I'm gonna go in with some scallion. And I'll add some fresh thyme as well. I do prefer fresh thyme over dry thyme in this dish. And some allspice berries, aka pimento seeds, and some unsalted butter. Then I'll add some garlic slices. And what we want to do, guys, is we want to season this to taste. I'm gonna add salt, and some people like to add sugar. I like to add a little sugar sometimes, and some people say, no to sugar. So it depends on you. All right, then cook this for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna add a whole Scotch bonnet. You could add it before if you want to, just to never leave out that nice green Scotch bonnet to give that beautiful flavor, okay? If you want it spicy, you can cut it up, but a whole Scotch bonnet pepper is perfectly fine for flavor. So we'll add that in. And then we're gonna be adding the rice. The rice I'm using today is parboiled rice. It's very easy to cook. Very, very easy. It was rinsed several times, so I just put it in the strainer, and then I run the water over it several times and just rubbing it with my hands until the water runs clear. Now we're gonna stir this in, and we're doing the 1 inch above method. So we're gonna I'm just gonna use the handle of a spatula and stick it in there. And once I feel the top of the rice, once I hit rice, I take it out and look to make sure that water mark there is 1 inch. Okay, so that's that 1 inch above. So the liquid is 1 inch at least, right? So at least 1 inch above the rice and peas that is in the pot. It might be a little hard to see, but right here is where that water mark stops. So it's 1 inch above the rice. And then what I'm gonna do now is cover this and cook it for about 20 minutes on medium heat. All right. Now, after about 10 minutes, I check, and then there's still water. I cover it, allow it to finish up. All right. Depending on the brand, it might take 20 minutes, it might take 25. So what you can do now, when you get to about 20 minutes, check to see if the water is absorbed. Check to make sure it's not burning. And then what you can do is fluff it up. And if you feel like some of the rice isn't cooked properly, or there's still some moisture that needs to be, evaporated and stuff, what you can do is put some foil wrap over the pot. If you don't want to use foil wrap, you can use parchment paper. Put that on, put on the lid and press down tightly. Turn off the heat though, and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. You can even take it off that burner if you want. And then check on it, and it should be nice and fluffy, not too moist, not too dry. So you see, when you leave the foil on it, you're just using the steam to finish the cooking process. So there's no heat underneath that. And it's perfectly fine. It's cooked perfectly. It is not too moist, not too dry. And this is how I love my rice and peas. Really nice and flavorful. It's tender. Really, really good. So someone might say, what if when I measure the liquid is more than an inch above? Then you can take out some liquid or you can add some more washed rice. All right. And this is my dinner, guys. I had my rice and peas with some Barbie fried chicken wings and some veggies. Absolutely tasty. So, so good. I used my homemade barbecue sauce. So give it a try, guys. Let me know if this method works for you, and try using parboiled rice if you have any challenges with making rice and peas. It's a very easy, very forgiving kind of rice to use. So give it a try. I'll see you next time.